Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered, what if we had two suns? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But what would life on Earth actually be like? Let's dive into this incredible scenario and explore a world with a permanent twilight, or perhaps no night at all. First things first, where would this second sun even be? Its location is crucial. If it were a distant companion to our own sun, part of a binary star system, things might not change as dramatically as you think. Many star systems in our galaxy are binaries. If this second star were far enough away, say, hundreds or thousands of times the distance from the sun to Earth, its effect on our planet would be minimal. It would just be a very, very bright star in our night sky. Perhaps bright enough to read by. Cool, right? But not exactly world-altering. But what if the second sun was much closer? Let's imagine a scenario where it's part of our solar system, orbiting our primary sun just like the planets. This is where things get really interesting and a lot more complicated. The stability of our solar system would be thrown into chaos. Planetary orbits, including Earth's, are a delicate gravitational dance. Adding another massive object like a star would be like adding a wrecking ball to that dance. The orbits of all the planets could become highly unstable and unpredictable. Earth might get flung out into deep space, or worse, pulled into one of the suns. So, for the sake of our thought experiment, let's assume we magically have a stable orbit in this new, chaotic system. So, we're in a stable orbit. What's next? The heat. With two suns, Earth would receive a lot more solar radiation. How much more depends on the size and type of the second sun. If it was another star just like our own, a G-type main sequence star, the combined energy could double the heat our planet receives. The average global temperature would skyrocket. We're not talking about a few degrees of global warming. We're talking about a planet-wide oven. Oceans would boil away, turning Earth into a scorching, sterile desert, much like a more extreme version of Venus. Life as we know it simply couldn't survive. But let's be optimistic. What if the second sun was much smaller and cooler, like a red dwarf? Red dwarfs are the most common type of star in the Milky Way. They're much dimmer and emit less heat than our sun. If a red dwarf was our second sun, Earth could potentially remain habitable, but things would still be very different. The biggest change would be our day-night cycle. Imagine a world where it's never truly dark. Depending on the orbital mechanics, there could be times when both suns are in the sky at once, creating an incredibly bright, intense day. When one sun sets, the other might still be up, casting the world in a perpetual twilight. The sky might glow with a reddish hue from the red dwarf, while our familiar yellow sun is on the other side of the planet. There would be no true night, no starry sky as we know it. This would have a profound impact on life. Nocturnal animals would be in big trouble. Their entire biology is adapted for darkness. Creatures that hunt at night would find their cover blown, and those that hide from daytime predators would have nowhere to go. It would trigger a massive evolutionary shift, and likely a mass extinction event. Animals would have to adapt to a world of constant light. And what about plants? Plants rely on photosynthesis. So you might think 2 suns would be great for them. Double the light, double the growth. Right, not necessarily. Plants have also evolved to follow a day-night cycle. They have processes that happen in the dark, like respiration. Constant light could stress them out, disrupt their internal clocks, and even damage them. Some plants might adapt and thrive, but many others wouldn't. Our entire ecosystem, from the smallest microbes to the largest trees, would be fundamentally altered. Now let's think about us, humans. Our circadian rhythms, our internal body clocks, are tuned to the 24-hour cycle of light and dark. Constant daylight would wreak havoc on our sleep patterns. Imagine trying to sleep when it's always bright outside. This could lead to widespread sleep deprivation and all the health problems that come with it, from mental health issues to a weakened immune system. We'd have to build our cities and homes differently, with blackout curtains becoming a standard, not a luxury. Our culture would change, too. So much of our history, mythology, and art is inspired by the stars, the moon, and the contrast between day and night. Think of expressions like the dark of night, or wishing on a star. In a world with 2 suns, these concepts would lose their meaning. Our entire relationship with the cosmos would be different. We would look up at a sky that's never truly dark, perhaps seeing 2 suns playing tag across the horizon. And what would the sky even look like? With 2 suns of different colors, say our yellow sun and a reddish dwarf. Sunrises and sunsets would be spectacular. Imagine skies painted with shades of yellow, orange, and deep red simultaneously. The color of daylight itself would change depending on which sun was higher in the sky. Shadows would be weird too. On a day with 2 suns, you would cast 2 different shadows, pointing in 2 different directions. It would be a constant visual reminder that our world is fundamentally different. The weather would also be more extreme. The extra energy pouring into our atmosphere would supercharge weather systems. We could expect more powerful hurricanes, more violent storms, and more extreme temperature swings between the double daylight side of the planet and the single twilight side. The climate zones we're familiar with would be completely redrawn. The poles might melt entirely, while the equator could become an uninhabitable furnace. So, while the idea of a double sunset might be a beautiful, romantic image from a galaxy far, far away, the reality for Earth would likely be a chaotic and hostile environment. Our planet, with its single life-giving star, is balanced on a knife's edge. Adding a second sun would almost certainly tip that balance, leading to a world that we would not recognize, and one that we most likely could not survive in. It makes you appreciate the elegant, delicate system we have right now. Our single sun, our predictable nights, and the starry sky are all part of what makes Earth our perfect home. What do you think? Could humanity find a way to survive in a 2-sun world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the what-ifs, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cosmic explorations. See you next time.